Welcome to English 1102. If you are taking this course and you are watching this video, that means you found this page right here that you can see in front of you. And so what that means also is that you're halfway on your way to being set up for this class. Now, there are two videos to watch. One is the How to Navigate Through English 1102, which you're watching now, but do not miss, it is a longer video, but it's worth it. Don't miss the Why You Must Not Use AI in My Class. Please watch this video. If you've used AI for other stuff in the past, for previous classes, do not think you can do that for me today in this class. So I have a very strict policy on AI, and it's a policy that very much indicates that if you use AI for any graded assignments, that will incur a 0 on that assignment. You'll also end up being on my watch list for the rest of the semester, and that is not something you want to be on. But it also explains why AI is not ideal for you to use in many different ways. So please give that a watch, and please refrain. If you're not sure whether you're using AI or not, ask me, but you should know. But if you're not sure, please contact me. My contact information is also right here, and I'm very accessible phone-wise or by email. I pretty much am only teaching online this semester, so you can contact me all the time. And just give me a call and I will call you back as soon as I possibly can. Also, further down this page, once you've watched these two videos, don't forget to check out the syllabus for spring and the schedule. Now, the schedule is embedded in the syllabus, so if you print off the syllabus for yourself, the schedule's the last 2 pages. But I also put a separate document so that you could just look at that really quick, and it's just the last 2 pages that shows when all the due dates are for exams, for papers, and for journals. So you can use that to follow along and set up your calendar and make sure that you're all on target. But the due dates have all been set up as well. If you see a due date that doesn't match the syllabus, please let me know, because I try to be really careful about that, but sometimes things get mixed. Once you have viewed all of this, though, once you've viewed the 2 videos and downloaded your syllabus, I would go ahead and look through your class. We essentially, English 1102 covers 3 different genres of writing. We start with short fiction, or like short stories, and then we move on to poetry, and then we finish up at the end of the semester with drama. And so we will actually be reading 3 plays. Now, each one of those is going to have a separate paper and a separate test, and we do not have a final exam. So there's no cumulative final at the end where you have to remember all of the things that you've read. Each test will just cover the module that it's assigned to. So there will only be a test over short fiction, then a test just over the poetry, then a test just over the drama. Although some of the terms, like protagonist and plot and setting and things like that, may be covered in more than one genre. So just keep that in mind. But we'll actually re-talk about them. Now, the other thing that's important to note is once you look through here, you can say, okay, what is it that I have to read? And essentially, I have a whole folder, and all of the journals are listed, and you can even see on each journal, when is it due? And then it has some of the actual questions that are going on. But if you click into an actual journal, it gives you, it says read James Baldwin's, and there's the link. Then write a journal answering the following questions about blah, 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 and then answer the questions. Answer them as personally as you want to. Actually use details and quotes from the story to illustrate what you are trying to say is going on. Give evidence, in other words, to support what you say. And as long as you do all of that well, it's going to be cool. So just make sure you're answering all of the questions about a particular work. Now, some works are longer, take longer to read. Some are shorter. A story of an hour, for instance, is less than a page long. It's a very quick read. But other ones take longer. There are some that I can tell you right now are pretty long stories. Horse Dealer's Daughter is longer, though my students pretty much to a person love that story, so I keep assigning it. And then the other really long story is The Metamorphosis, but I give you more time to do that one, and the journal is worth more as well. It's really a long short story. But each one of them, it lists not only the story and the link to it, but also gives you the due date and gives you specific questions to answer. Then you can't see the exams. This is actually the way I can see it, but at some point the exam will open. Usually I give you a week to complete it. And so it will be open a full week before it's due. But you do have to complete the exam using Respondus Lockdown Browser and Monitor. And so you will need to make sure that all of that is set before you ever attempt the exam. And then the same week that the exam is due is the week that the fiction essay assignment would be due. And that's pretty much the standard way I'm going to follow. Mostly what we're going to do is readings and journals and discussions of those readings. And then at the end of each unit, we'll have the fiction essay assignment due and the short fiction exam. And then the next module, same thing. We'll end with the poetry exam and end with the poetry paper. So I do give you some examples with some options with both the fiction and the poetry essays, though, to be more creative if you want to write a creative piece instead, but make sure you follow the guidelines. So if you have questions as you go through here, please ask me, but make sure by Monday, well, by Monday morning, you have confirmed your course enrollment. Now, your course enrollment is a bit longer than you're probably used to. This one has 4 questions. And those 4 questions are you're probably used to having just a single question, and yet you will have 4 or more. I mean, I may add questions at times too. So just make sure you confirm your course enrollment and you answer all of the questions so that you can get full credit on that. If you have a partial thing or you answer incorrectly on a few of the things, I may contact you and ask you about that. If you do not confirm your course enrollment, even if you have logged into the class, if you don't confirm your course enrollment by Monday, you will be dropped from the course, so as non-attending. So make sure that you confirm the course enrollment and really get started on the readings. But again, if you have questions, give me a call. And if you have questions about any part of this, or even if you get lost and you're trying to find discussions, or you're trying to find a WebEx something, or whatever it is that you can't find, or something just doesn't make sense, give me either send me an email or give me a call, because 10 to 1, somebody else has the same question and they're afraid to ask. So hopefully we have a great semester. I hope you enjoy everything that we end up reading, or at least most of them. I did not assign anything I can't stand, so hopefully you guys will mostly have the same taste I do. And let's have a lot of fun. And let's play around with some literature this semester. Welcome to class, everybody.